Hi there, welcome to High School Maths. Today we're going to be looking at some basic angle properties and a little recap of some of the most common angle features you're going to see in the angles unit of work. Starting off, the definition of an angle is the space between any two lines that form a corner, or any two intersecting lines. So what we're looking at is a way of measuring how big that space is. Now we've got some common angle properties that we're going to use for some calculations here. The first one is a right angle, and a right angle is always denoted by a little square in the corner and measures 90 degrees on a protractor, which is what you would use to measure the size of an angle. A straight line angle, you can see here we've got a straight line, and I've kind of emphasized the angle with the red semicircle here. And it's that combination, so the size from here all the way around here would be 180 degrees. Now this one you can see is made up of two corners. We've got this corner here and this corner here. So both of those corners, when we measured the angles, would add together to give you 180 degrees. And then we've got a full turn. Now you can see this one is made up of three angles. We've got this one here, which looks like a right angle, but it's not saying it's a right angle. So don't assume that it is a right angle. But we've got this corner here, and this corner here. So three corners all together that add up to 360 degrees. So a right angle, a straight line angle, and a full turn. Now, what we're going to do is look at how we can use that to do some calculations and find some missing angles. So let's start off with right angles. Now, in a right angle, we've got a couple of diagrams here. You can see that the right angle is on the outside here, but it's been split into two different corners. You've got this first corner, which is quite small, 20 degrees, and then you've got your second corner, which is the one we're looking for, or the second angle. Now we know that a right angle is 90 degrees. If this little part here is 20 degrees, then all we have to do is subtract to find the remaining missing angle. So 90 take away 20, that means A is 70 degrees. Okay. This one's a little different. It's still split into two angles, but here what we're doing, because both of the letters are the same, that means the angles are the exact same size. If this is angle B and this is angle B, they're identical. That means we're taking a 90 degrees for the right angle, and we're going to split it into two. Now splitting, remember, means divide, so split into two, and that would be 45 degrees. So B is 45 degrees, 45 add 45 is 90 degrees, so that adds up to give us a right angle. And you can see there's a little statement, you might see this sometimes used in textbooks and questions. 90 degree angles are called complementary angles. Alright, straight lines. Same idea as with the right angle. We're going to split the straight line up, and you can do that in lots of different ways. The first one, we've got the straight line going across there. You can see it at the bottom. There's your straight line. So this part is 42, but the whole thing, the whole angle, that corner plus that corner makes a straight line. So that's got to be 180 degrees. This angle here, which we've not named in this instance, would be 180 minus the 42 degrees, which is 130, not 132, 138 degrees. So this angle here would be 138 degrees, and if you add those two numbers together, they should add up to give you 180 degrees altogether, because it forms a perfect straight line, and that does check out here. This one here, we're doing a very similar idea, but the straight line that we've got along here, that has been split into three corners. 1, 2, 3. One of them's missing. So we're going to do the exact same type of thing here. To find the missing angle, we've got to do 180 degrees, which is the full straight line angle, minus the 87, minus the 38. So we're going to take away the angles that we know to find the one that's missing. And You can do that in a couple of different ways. You could add the two angles together and then take them away. It's entirely up to you what you prefer. I just think this is a little bit more straightforward. And that gives us 55 degrees for the remaining angle. So if we add those three angles together, that should give us 180 degrees, which it does, so that works out fine. And moving on, we've got a full turn angle, and it's the exact same idea, but a full turn is 360 degrees. So if you do a 360, you're turning all the way around and getting back to the beginning point. Here, you'll remember, what does that little square mean? It means it's a right angle, so that's 90 degrees. So here, our calculation for the missing angle, we've got 1, 2, 3 angles that we know. We're going to do 360 minus all the angles that we know. And again, you could do that a slightly different way. You could add the three angles together first and then take away the answer, and it would give you the same answer at the end. It's entirely up to you, but that missing angle there is 72 degrees. And for the last question on these basic angle properties, we've got three angles and they're all the same. It does cover a full turn, so we're going to, rather than subtract, we've got to split the 360 degrees for the full turn three ways. So we're dividing, remember split means divide, so 360 divided by 3 would be 120 degrees. 120 plus 120 plus 120, that gives us our 360 degrees. So that covers the first section of your basic angle properties. Hopefully you found that useful. For our maths videos and resources, please visit www.highschoolmaths.co.uk, and if you like the video, click the like button and subscribe, and please remember to share the video. Thanks for watching and have a mathemagical day.